actor. Welcome to day 2 of the Hit Your Mark, Crush Your Audition Like a Rebel Actor challenge. You are here, you are showing up, you are doing the work. I think it is between like 80 to 90% of success is really just about showing up. So bravo to you. Celebrate yourself. Do something nice for yourself. Dote on yourself. We're so often hard on ourselves, and this is a moment to celebrate, appreciate, acknowledge, recognize yourself for taking this on, for showing up, for doing something differently than you have before to attain different results. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so proud of you. I'm so eager to work in this capacity with you, and in future capacities. It's just going to be so fun. So right now, we, as a little bonus to our day 2 task and secret, is about releasing perfectionism. And how are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? Well, for some of you who have, what's the word, met with me in social media, or perhaps listened to the Actors Wish podcast, or know me in real life, right? You perhaps know this little road we're going to take as we acknowledge and accept and show love and empathy, and then release these old ideas of perfectionism, while we then call in and embody and infuse our lives with these new empowering beliefs that allow us to create the artistic lives that we want, so we can achieve lasting success, so you can achieve lasting success. We all deserve success. We're here, we're committed, we're doing it. And today what we're going to be using, a beautiful modality that is called emotional freedom technique, or commonly referred to as tapping, EFT or tapping. I am an EFT tapping coach, and I am also a master practitioner in training, and I use EFT tapping almost every day. I really do. It's a really powerful modality, and especially as artists, as dramatic artists, as we know by now, as rebel actors, we are very much in our bodies. We are very kinesthetic, and so many emotions, so many behaviors, patterns, beliefs are held in our physical being, right? It's not just like in acting where we're like, I'm gonna turn down my brain and trust my body. It's like that in many other ways in our lives. We think we can think our way through things, but we really feel our way through things. And that's what we're going to explore today. So I just want to share a little bit about what EFT tapping is. For those of you who do know, maybe you'll learn something new. And for those of you who don't know, welcome to the game. Expect some more of it in this space. It's so fun. All right, so emotional freedom technique is a combination of modern psychology and Chinese medicine and neuroplasticity, essentially. So we will be speaking about certain thoughts, emotions, feelings, perspectives, while we tap percussively on a series of points around the body. That's where the Chinese medicine element comes in. It's acupressure, right? If you've perhaps ever had acupuncture or know of acupuncture, you think of needles. Well, there's no needles here. Don't worry, it's very easy. We're just going to be tapping on different points. But these are linked to meridians through our bodies, and think of the meridians as energetic highways. They're these pathways, and over time, when we experience some kind of trauma or there's some kind of blockage or stagnant emotion, that builds up, and that's something that can kind of cause like a trigger, for instance. So while we are going to be speaking of our thoughts and emotions and sensations, we're going to be actually releasing them from our being. That's one of the brilliant things about EFT, is that perhaps in a standard talk therapy session, you're calling up all of these memories and emotions, and you're very activated as a being. But in EFT, we have the capacity to then move that energy around, release it, clear the energetic stagnation, and allow the pathways to move freely once more. So while we're tapping, If you experience any sensations such as yawning or burping or hiccuping or shaking or feeling a little nauseous, that's normal. In fact, that's a good thing because it means we're really hitting on something. And even though I've been tapping for years and I do so most every day, most tapping sessions, I'm yawning or hiccuping as well. So it's all good, it's all wonderful. And before we begin, I want to make sure you grab some water. Lots of water. We're moving lots of energy around, so we want to be drinking lots of water. And if you would like, grab a pen and a paper and be ready to share with yourself, and me too if you want to. I'd love that. Just perhaps have a journaling session afterwards, right? Integrate it, take it a step further. I remember how much I journaled in theater school every day, multiple times a day, and they are the most precious things I own because I can see my development over time, and I wish the same for you. So before we get started, look at that, I had to go sip water, I didn't leave it close by. This is a tapping on perfectionism, and I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. In fact, no one wants to see perfect. Perfect is not professional, perfect is not interesting, perfect is not even desirable. I don't know why as a culture we crave it. Maybe it's to make people suffer, perhaps it is. But we, as dramatic artists, as rebel actors, we are not here to be boring. We are here to explore and excavate and examine authentic life and bring it to the stage, to the screen, and embody these stories where they evoke new levels and dimensions of experience and reality, and to connect in those beautiful threads of truth for those moments of just pure, raw, sincere authenticity. That's what we're here to do. Perfection is not needed there. But as artists, as rebel actors, we hold ourselves to extremely high standards. We're very hard on ourselves. We expect a lot. We have very big visions for our careers, and we're here to devote ourselves to them. So take this next 20, 30 minutes as a gift to yourself, to honor where you are, to express where you want to go, and to treat yourself with love in the process. That's also a huge element to EFT, and specifically this method that I am sharing and teaching and studying. Empathy and love. Those are the healing solvents. So before I begin anything, and I will be standing up at some point so I can show you all the points. Before I begin anything, I say, vнимание, attention. Начали. Begin. All right. So I hope you're in a quiet, private space where you have some time to be with just you. And we'll start gently by massaging this soft spot, this sore spot underneath the collarbones. And I will be guiding you. I'll be tapping along with you. So we'll be doing this together. So at the moment, feel free to close your eyes. If it is safe to do so, I should preface this obviously by saying if you're driving, do not do this. If you are in some kind of, if you're operating any machinery, definitely don't do this. This is for you in a quiet, safe space where you're alone to contemplate and meditate. So tune back into the sore spot right here and close your eyes if you're able to do so. And just tune into what perfectionism means to you at this moment in time. Tune into what perfectionism feels like when it's most charged in your body. Perhaps you have some kind of a deadline. Perhaps you have a role you are submitting to, perhaps a meeting with an agent, perhaps a seminar, perhaps a performance, perhaps a rehearsal or audition. That's why we're here. Whenever you're most charged in those moments, tune into it. Tune into the sensations in your body. What comes up for you? Is it anxiety? Is it overwhelm? Is it stress? Is it fear? And whatever's coming up, don't push it away. Let it come to the surface. We feel it to heal it. So let whatever needs to come up, come up. Hold yourself in some beautiful compassion and take a deep breath in. And that was some sounds. Now tapping the center of the chest. Now before we fully dive in, I want you to rate your level of perfectionism in your life when it's most triggered, most charged on a scale of 1 to 10 or 0 to 10. 10 being the most intense, the most triggered, and 0 being like, doesn't bother me, I can do anything, I don't care about perfectionism. Just make that mental note for yourself. Wherever it is, a 3, an 8, a 10, it's all good. We're here to love it, no matter what number we're at. Wonderful. And repeat after me. If I say something that doesn't quite fit for you, add your own words or feelings. And if you're not sure what to say, try what I have and see what comes up. Awesome. All right, repeating after me. I struggle with perfectionism. I really struggle with perfectionism. Worrying about being perfect takes up a huge part of my life and my energy and focus as a person and as an artist. But even though I struggle with perfectionism, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself because I'm still a good person and I'm still worthy of love. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful. Following me in this circuit. I struggle with perfectionism. Tapping the temples. I really struggle with being perfect underneath the eyes, or rather wanting to be perfect. Tapping underneath the nose. I'm always in the pursuit of perfection. Tapping underneath the lips, which causes a lot of challenge in my life. Tapping the chest. I find it really overwhelming. It's really anxiety-inducing. Wanting to be perfect makes me really stressed. And feel free to add your own word in there, whatever it triggers in you. Tapping the front of the ribs right here. And even though I struggle with perfectionism, I choose to forgive myself. Tapping the side of the ribs like this, or like this, like this. And I choose to love and accept myself. Tapping the inside of the wrist. Because I'm really just doing the best I can with the resources I have. I accept where I am. Tapping the side of the finger. I accept that trying to be perfect in my auditions in my callbacks, in my performances, is where I am right now. And I just want you to accept that this is what you're feeling at the moment. We're not trying to push it away. We're not trying to shame it or blame it. We're just accepting it, because so much of the tension we feel is a resistance to what we're feeling. So right now, tapping the opposite side of the next finger, we're just here to feel it. We're here to accept it and to feel it. So take a deep breath into that. Wonderful job tapping the inside of the pinky finger. I really struggle with perfectionism. It seems to be my default. Every time I do a new project, tapping the side of the hand, or I submit to a new role, that old dialogue comes up in my head. And I want you to share with me right now, feel free to go on a little rant of what that dialogue is. What comes up in your head in those moments when perfectionism is crawling its way in? Is it, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough on my resume, my reel isn't good enough, I don't have enough credits, a lot of enoughness. Whatever that dialogue is, let it come out right now, and keep tapping on the side of your hand. Beautiful, tapping the top of the head and all over the head. There's different meridian points all over the head. And even though this is the dialogue that comes up, I choose to forgive myself. I choose to accept myself. And I choose to love myself. Tapping the eyebrows. And I'm willing to see that there's a different way. Tapping the side of the eyes. I'm open to the possibility that there's a different way of doing things. Tapping underneath the eyes. And even though that dialogue that comes up, and share that dialogue with me again, that I'm not good enough, that I don't have enough on my resume, that I don't have enough credits, whatever it may be. Even though that dialogue comes up, I'm choosing to focus on the possibility that there is another way. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful, tapping underneath the lips. I am willing to do things differently, even if I don't know how. The how isn't my job. Tapping the chest. My job is the intention. My job is the wish. So I just want you to tune in again to the sensations in your body of when that dialogue is going on in your mind of I'm not good enough, there's not enough, la 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 la. How the sensations arise in your body, tapping the front of the ribs. Do you experience tightness? Is it hot? Where is it located? Is it your head? Is it your throat? Is it your solar plexus? Is it your chest? What is the texture of these feelings in your body? Is it sticky? Is it thick? Is it metallic? Is it slimy? Is it prickly? Is it shiny? Whatever it may be, just tune into that right now, and let's take a deep breath into that. Beautiful. Now, we're going to go a little deeper with this. A little deeper. And if at any point you need some water, get some water. I'm going to do that right now. So we're going to lean a little more into this sensation. We're going to bring it up fully to the surface so we can clear it. So really tune into the dialogue that you have on repeat when perfection rears its head, the trap of perfectionism. When it comes up, whatever that dialogue might be, times it to 50%. Really go there. Really lean into it. The sensation in your body, the texture, the feeling, let it go up. Take it up to 75%. Really go there. Really lean on the edge. Really embrace that discomfort. And now all that dialogue, all that sensation, dial it up to 100% at its most charged, at its most triggered, at its most paralyzing, at its most fear-inducing, anxiety, raving, stress, crazy sensation. Take it all the way up there and take another deep breath in. And let it out. Beautiful. Take one more deep breath in. And out. Beautiful. If you need to shake out any parts of your body, feel free to do that. I am willing to let perfectionism go. I am willing to work and create in another way. In a way that serves me and serves my artist. Inside of the pinky finger. I am willing to create in a way that inspires me, that uplifts me, that energizes me. Because I am worthy of that. Tapping the side of the hand. I am worthy of feeling good while I work. I am worthy of feeling good while I create. I am worthy of having fun in the process. And in fact, when I have more fun, more opportunities flow to me. Possibilities happen just out of the blue. Because I'm in flow. Because I'm in my joy. Because when I focus on pleasure in the process, not perfection in the process. When I focus on play in the process, not perfection in the process. When I focus on possibilities in the process, and not perfection in the process, that's when I'm in flow. That's when I'm in my beautiful rebel actor form. That's when I'm tapping into my dramatic artist. Literally tapping. Because I'm not here to be perfect. I'm not here to be boring. I'm not here to do anything that's expected. Tapping the front of the ribs. I am here for the unexpected. I am here to create authentically. I am here to live by inspired acting. I am here to create from my truth. And thank goodness my truth isn't perfect. Because I'm not here to mirror perfect. I am here to mirror all the beautiful flaws and scrappy edges and twisted contours of the human condition in a unique and genuine way. And I can't really do that when I'm focused on perfection. So I choose to release the old habit of perfection from every fiber of my being, from every cell in my body. I am doing things differently now. I am creating from curiosity, from play, from inspiration. Now I just want you to tune into what your life would be like if in those clutch moments you were focused on play and possibility and potential and pleasure instead of perfection. What could be happening? How could your submission light up, because that's still a form of energy? How would you walk into the room? How would you grace the stage or the screen? What kind of email would you be writing? How would you be showing up? How would you even slate your name in an audition? Even walking into the audition knowing that it's in your pocket, that the callback is already yours, that the booking is already yours. Just tune into all the magic that can unfold in your life now, because you are choosing play over perfection. You're choosing possibility over perfection. You're choosing pleasure and authenticity and inspiration over perfection. And take a deep breath into all that goodness. Beautiful. Beautiful. I am creating from my joy now. I am creating from my unique signature now. I call all of my power back to me now. Right? Because when we're worried about what other people think, we're slowly leaking our power away. But in any moment, we can call it back to ourselves. That's right. I'm calling all my power back to me now. And it feels really freaking good. Because I can create from this power, from this purpose, from this desire, from my wish. Because I deserve all of my wishes. I deserve to live my dreams. Right here and right now. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Beautiful. Tapping all over your body, all over your body. I want you to share 10 affirmations of what you are deserving of as an artist and a human. Let it out. Speak it to me. Sing it to me. What is another like verb? I can say dance it to me if you want to. Safely. Safely. Maybe like a little jiggle. I am worthy. I am deserving of about success. I am deserving of creating on my own terms. I am deserving of feeling enough and being enough. I am deserving of abundance. I am deserving of joy. Whatever it is, keep them coming to me. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Yes. All right, just a couple more. I am deserving of inner peace. I am deserving of financial flow. I am deserving of my dream agent. I am deserving of my dream role. I am deserving of hitting the mark and crushing every audition I go to. Possibilities are infinite. Put it out there. Set the intention out there. And one last beautiful affirmation. And take a deep breath in. Beautiful. Now I just want you to lean in and bask and relax into this space you have created inside you and around you. You have altered the frequency in and around your body just by these, however long we've been tapping, 30 minutes. You have altered your state. You have grounded yourself. You have created new possibilities in this very moment. You should be so proud. Take one last beautiful deep breath in. And exhale. And when you are ready, open your eyes. Amazing work. Amazing work. I can feel your energy shift from here while you're taking a sip of water. Take note of where you are now on a scale of 0 to 10 in relation to where you were at the beginning of this session. If you were at an 8, perhaps you went down a few points to a 5. Or if you were at a 6, maybe you even went down to a 1. Or if you stayed where you are, that's okay too. Even if you went up, we're moving a lot around, but just take a note for yourself, how it evolved, what emerged, what new ideas and sensations and thoughts came up. Write it down. This is part of the integration process. We're not just randomly doing these things, we're doing them to integrate them and evolve with them, right? That's how they are effective. We have to embody them. So, I'm so deeply curious of how you're feeling, what you're thinking, where you moved on the scale. So hit reply to this email or write me at impulse@actortoartist.com. Either way, it'll get there. And let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what shifted. Let me know what is newly awakened in you. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so excited to connect. This is just the beginning of the challenge. There's so many more wonderful surprises and exercises coming your way. Get ready. Drink lots of water for the rest of the day. I will see you tomorrow in day 3 of Hit Your Mark, Crush Your Audition Like a Rebel Actor. This is where we leap from actor to artist. This is your artistic laboratory. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Take care. Bye.